Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I was just rushing through getting this live stream. I just had to get a couple of things under control. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in. How is everybody doing on this Sunday afternoon? What is up? What is up? We got the final game of the series, the final game before the All-Star break between the New York Yankees and Chicago Cubs. Hopefully the Yankees can end with a win. It would be great for the Yankees to end with a win. So we'll see what happens this afternoon. Will Warren versus Shota Imanaga. So there should be an interesting pitchers duel right there. So let's see how the Yankees bats do against Imanaga. Most of the guys have never faced him, so it'll be the first time for the majority, except for Jazz Chisholm and Paul Goldschmidt. So let's see how they do. But let me say what up to the chat. Make sure you all hit the like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. Greatly appreciate it. Jonathan first in the building. We got Brooklyn in the house. What's up, Susan? We got Desiree. What is up? Desiree holding down the fort. Thank you. Appreciate you all waiting. Who else we got in the building? So we got a few folks in the building. But what is up, folks? What is up? What's up? But yeah, like I said, the should be starting here soon. Let me catch up with the live here. The game should start here in about a minute. Will Warren will take the mound. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people like the Martian at leadoff. I like him at leadoff too, but I think he's not leading off because of the lefty on the mound. So they're putting Goldschmidt there. So hopefully Goldschmidt could get things started. Yeah, it'll be important for the Yankees to get this win, especially to maintain themselves in the division. As of right now, they're still 2 games behind Toronto. Let's hope the Yankees win today. Toronto loses, then it'll be 1 game. Senton not pitch, familiar with the pitcher, yeah. But Shota Imanaga was a signing by the Cubs last season. He's good, actually. He's actually really good. He's supposed to be good, right? But let's see how he plays out. I wanted the Yankees to actually sign him last season when they couldn't sign Yamamoto. So 13 pitch first inning, walking 1 and striking out 1. Okay. Yeah, they're going to slowly ease him back. You know, they've been very careful with Luis Hill, which you can't blame them. You know. Yeah, I know the Major League Baseball draft is tonight. There's a guy I know on Twitter or X who reached out to me. He's going to be live for the draft. So I'm going to jump on probably, for a few minutes. Not necessarily to do like draft, but talk a little Yankees baseball. I'm going to jump on for just a few minutes. I don't have a whole lot of time today, but yeah, that'll be a fun conversation. I believe the Yankees are drafting 39th in the draft, if I'm not mistaken. So let's. It looks like we're still in a commercial break here for Yankees Cubs. What up, Pasty? What's going on? Oh, Dobbins? Yeah, I mean, is it karma? Is it, I don't know, but I don't wish injury on a player. I mean, they could talk all the trash that they want, but, should always be humble. That's all I'm going to say. But the game should start here momentarily. Chia. Ace is in the building. What up, Ace? What's going on, bro? Let me pull up this game cast real quick. Shout out to the Ace Avenue. I know he's live right now. Make sure you all go tune in to or check out Ace. All right. We got Bush, Tucker, Suzuki, P. Crow, Armstrong, Carson Kelly, Ian Happ, Dansby Swanson, Nico Horner, Vidal, Brujan against your starting lineup against the Yankees. Shota Yamanaga's first career start versus the Yankees, so we'll see how everything plays out. Will Warren is on the mound for the New York Yankees. 19 starts, 6-4 record, 4.70 ERA. What up in Furnace? But game has begun as Warren is first pitch to Bush is ball one, so the game is underway. So 1-0 here to Michael Bush, who's leading things off. 1-0. That is hit into right field, looking up, looking back, and that ball is gone. And just like that, the Cubs are on the board 1-0 on a leadoff home run by Michael Bush. Hopefully it's not going to be one of these games, but 19th home run of the season for Michael Bush. That's not a great way to start the game. All right. Cubs have already making some noise here. All right, now we got Kyle Tucker at the plate. Strike one. So hopefully Warren could shake that off, get into a groove as he sets here on the 0-1. The pitch, 1-1. One ball, one strike here to Kyle Tucker as Warren sets on the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch is fouled away, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kyle Tucker. The count is even. Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge, outfield. Peraza, Volpe, Jazz, Goldschmidt, infield. Wells is at the dish. Giancarlo DHing. Will Warren on the mound as he pitches ball 3 to Kyle Tucker. It is now a full count. We have 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Kyle Tucker. The Cubs are on the board 1-0 on a Michael Bush home run. The 3-2 is a walk. So home run and a walk given up by Warren so far, as Tucker will take first base with nobody out, and that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki to the plate. Double play would be amazing right about now. All right, and here's Suzuki at the plate. He fouls the first pitch. We got Tucker taking his lead there at first base as Warren sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch, 0-2, fouled off. Yankees are 2 games behind the Blue Jays right now in the AL East. The Red Sox are slowly creeping up. They're 4 games behind first place. So Red Sox have been pretty hot as of late. Here's the 0-2. Pitches outside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Suzuki. Runner on first. Nobody out. Top of the first. 1-0 lead for the Cubs. Here's the 1-2. That is hit into left field. Dominguez running after it, and that will drop in front of Dominguez. So the bats for the Cubs making it happen here. So a single by Suzuki. Now we got runners on first and second, and that is going to bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. So Warren struggling right now to get something going. Looks like an 81-degree day in the Bronx. Feels like it's 86. Looks like a nice day for baseball, for a baseball game. And here we have Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate. So runners on first and second, nobody out still. First pitch to Crow Armstrong is popped up to left field, and Dominguez makes the play. Dominguez throws to third. Tucker is tagging up, and he will safely make it. So we got runners on the corners now on first and third with 1 out. And that's going to bring up Carson Kelly to the plate. So Quinn Wolcott is your home plate umpire. They say he is hitter-friendly, 13th season as an umpire in Major League Baseball. Fewer high strikes, fewer inside strikes on right-handed bats. That is the scouting report. So hopefully Warren can get out of this first inning without having to give up more runs here. So hopefully we could keep it to 1-0. Strike one to Carson Kelly. Yankees could get out of this inning and keep it 1-0, which Will Warren, ERA in the first inning, 6.38 ERA career in the first inning. So always has trouble in the first inning. He struggles in the first inning, clearly. That pitch is inside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Carson Kelly. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runners on the corners. Here's the 1-1. That's fouled back, 1-2. Yeah, Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. Brewers are 1 game behind them. So Brewers trying to sneak up there. Warren sets on a 1-2. The pitch. There's a grounder hit to Jazz. There's 1, and there's 2. An inning-ending double play. Exactly what the Yankees needed. Great job to Jazz for starting that double play. And we're going to the bottom of the first. The Cubs are leading 1-0. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. So Warren was able to get himself out of that jam. So that double play was huge. That was great. That was great. So good job to the Yankees. Good job to the Yankees. Good job to Warren for limiting the runs. It's a 1-0 game. Yankees will be coming up. Just to let you all know the Yankees lineup, it's Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jason Dominguez, Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, Oswald Peraza. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, bats are going to have to come through, man. Bats are going to have to come through today. Got to end this. Got to end it on a win before the All-Star break, people. Before the All-Star break, the Yankees got to get this win. But we are in a commercial break. Appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out, whatever you want, everyone you know. Greatly appreciate it. Once again, I will be going live on Thursday with some of the other content creators. The game plan is to have Jason from 161, Jason Custodio, Max from Max Coverage TV, Ace from the Ace Avenue, and our good friend TC Steels, who used to do live shows with Hector over there at Uptown Sports. We will be grading the New York Yankees. We will be grading James Rowson, hitting coach, Matt Blake, pitching coach, manager Aaron Boone. And, of course, you all in the chat can drop your opinions, drop your 2 cents on grades. It'd be a fun time. But let's get back into the game here. We are back at the stadium. Shota Imanaga will be on the mound. Paul Goldschmidt is going to lead things off here for the New York Yankees as Goldschmidt calls time. $11 starts, 5-3, 2.80 ERA. Numbers pretty decent. And first pitch is inside. Ball 1 to Paul Goldschmidt. So it is 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That is popped up, but it is out of play. It is now 1 ball, 1 strike here to Paul Goldschmidt. Imanaga sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch. Goldschmidt pops it up again. Out of play. 1-2. Cubs defense. Ian Happ, Pete Crow, Armstrong, Seiya Suzuki in the outfield. Bruhan, Swanson, Horner, Bush in the infield. Carson Kelly at the dish. Kyle Tucker DHing. Shota Imanaga on the mound. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Goldschmidt strikes out. See you later. 1 down. And we got Cody Bellinger coming to the plate now. What's up, DM? Still early for me, man. Nothing for lunch. Actually had a bowl of cereal. And Bellinger's at the plate now. First pitch, 1-0. One ball, no strikes here to Cody Bellinger. The pitch from Imanaga is called a strike. It is now 1-1 to Cody Bellinger. Imanaga sets on a 1-1. The pitch, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first. Cubs leading 1-0 here. Yankees will love to get on the board. As Imanaga sets here on the 2-1. The pitch, 3-1 now to Cody Bellinger. So 3 balls, 1 strike here. The pitch, that is popped up to center field and should be easy for Pete Crow Armstrong as he makes the play. 2 down, and that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. So 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Let's see if Judge could keep this inning alive as Imanaga sets the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1 to Judge as Imanaga sets. Here's the 0-1. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Aaron Judge. So fewest games to 350 career home runs. Judge at 1,088. Unbelievable. Witnessing history with Aaron Judge. As Imanaga sets here on the 0-2. And the pitch. Judge strikes out. And that is out number 3. So Imanaga goes 1-2-3. Strikes out 2. And we're going to the top of the second. Cubs leading 1-0. So not a great first inning so far. So we'll see what happens in the top of the second. Could be one of those things there, Susan. So I got something here. So Luis Hill threw exactly 50 pitches. 36 of those pitches were strikes. He completed his first rehab start today with Double-A Somerset. His final line, he went 3 1/3, gave up a couple of hits, 1 earned run. He walked 1, struck out 6. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. So hopefully we'll probably see him, I would imagine, I'd say at the end of the month. Give him a couple more weeks or so. Cody hitting 280 plus when hitting behind Judge, so naturally he has to move. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know. Again, I know a lot of folks are not fans of this lineup, but let's hope Warren could have a better inning in the second. Hopefully, no struggles. The game should resume here momentarily. We are in a commercial break. Yeah, definitely need Luis Hill healthy. All right, we are back to the game. All right, Warren's back on the mound. Ian Happ is leading things off here for the Chicago Cubs. We're in the top of the second now as Happ takes strike 1. Oh and 1 here to Happ as Warren sets the pitch. 1 and 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Warren sets on a 1-1. The pitch is a line drive to right field, and Ian Happ is on there with a single. So leadoff man on here in the top of the second. And Dansby Swanson will be coming to the plate. All right, Dansby Swanson at the plate. Runner on first. First pitch to Swanson. Strike 1. And Swanson calls time. Happ takes his lead there at first base. It is 0-1 to Dansby Swanson as Warren sets the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. What's up, Rob? What's up, Dev? How we doing? YOLO's in the building. What's up? Here's the 1-1. 2-1 now to Dansby Swanson. Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. Greatly appreciate it. The 2-1 is popped up to right field. Looking up is Judge. He's running. He makes the play on the run. And that is out number 1 as Ian Happ will go back to first base. So nice play there by Judge to run the ball down. And that'll bring up Nico Horner to the plate. First pitch to Horner, strike 1. All good, Rob. It happens there, bud. It happens, man. If you fall asleep, be a nice nap, hopefully, man. Wake up refreshed. The 0-1. And there's a grounder. This could be 2. There's 1. And there's, they could not get Horner out, but they got the runner out at second. That is 2 outs. Man, we thought the Yankees were going to turn a double play. We thought it was going to be another inning-ending double play. But now Horner definitely beat out the throw. He's definitely got some wheels on him. But it's 2 down now. Runner on first. Yeah, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Volpe could have done more. I mean, Horner's fast, and now we have Vidal Brujan at the plate as he takes ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Cubs leading 1-0 here in the top of the second as Warren sets here on the 1-0. The pitch. Line drive to right field as Brujan keeps this inning alive. So now we got runners on first and second, and that'll bring up Michael Busch to the plate. So we are back to the top of the order. Busch got the Cubs on the board with a solo home run in the first inning. Jazz tried to make a jump for it, but went over his head. So good attempt there by Jazz. But the ball was just a little too high for him. So 2 outs, runners on first and second, top of the second, 1-0 game. Back to the top of the lineup. Michael Busch is at the plate. He got the Cubs on the board with a solo home run, and big swing and a miss there by Busch. It is 0-1 now. What up, Blue? Warren sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Warren sets on the 1-1. The pitch. 2-1. The 2-1. That ball is hit into center field. Looking up is Cody Bellinger. He makes the play at the warning track as Busch gave that ball a ride. And that is out number 3. We are going to the bottom of the second. Stanton, Jazz, Dominguez coming up for the New York Yankees. So still a 1-0 game. For real. For real, Welkin. But let's see if the Yankees could get on the board. Still a 1-0 game. Still early. We won't get into panic mode, but Warren needs to definitely settle down. But again, rookie pitcher going up against a bunch of experienced bats. You know, growing pains, folks. Growing pains. Desiree likes dozing off with me calling the game. That's funny. That's funny. But how we feeling, folks? How we doing? What is going on? What is going on? Top fans of the chat, Infernus, DM, Desiree. Those are your top 3. Yeah, nah, that was a better inning. Still giving up some hits, but not bad. Old Timers Day at Yankee Stadium, August 9th. All right. Back to the game. Giancarlo Stanton will lead things off here in the bottom of the second. He takes ball one. It is 1-0 to Giancarlo as Imanaga sets here on the 1-0. The pitch, 2-0. The 2-0. Giancarlo Stanton pops that up in foul territory, but it is out of play. It is now 2 balls, 1 strike to Giancarlo. And Giancarlo fouls off that pitch. It is now 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Giancarlo Stanton. Yankees are down 1-0 here against the Cubs. Yankees will love to get on the board as Imanaga sets. Here's the 2-2. And Giancarlo Stanton hits that ball into right field. Looking up is Tucker. And that ball is gone! A solo home run for Giancarlo Stanton. Let's go! The Yankees tied up. 4th home run of the season. Giancarlo Stanton, 99.5 home run. And just like that, the Yankees tied up on a solo home run by Giancarlo Stanton. Boom! Let's go! 4 home runs in the last 9 games for Giancarlo Stanton. And here we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate. And the first pitch is ball 1. The 1-0. 2-0. The 2-0. 3-0 now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the 3-0. A 4-pitch walk to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So a home run given up by Imanaga. A walk to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that brings up Jason Dominguez to the plate with nobody out. Let's see if the Yankees could take the lead here. What up, Skull? What up, Yankster? Yeah, Ace, he's totally washed. I don't know if you're still in the chat there, Ace, but go check my Twitter post. Thank you. But Dominguez takes ball 1. It is 1-0 to Dominguez. Jazz Chisholm's at first base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now. So 6 straight balls thrown by Imanaga. So Dominguez's season against left-handed pitching since May 24th, really good. Really good. Has come around. So 3-0 now to Dominguez. So 7 straight balls now thrown by Imanaga as he sets here on the 3-0. Here's the pitch. That is called a strike, 3-1. Here's the 3-1 and a throw over to first to check on Jazz as Jazz safely makes it back. Here's the 3-1. And that is strike 2, and Jazz is thrown out as he tried stealing second base. So 1 out, but Jazz, I think, is still there. He's asking the Yankees to challenge it. Let's see. I mean, it looked like he was out initially. Ooh. Ooh. No, they're not going to challenge it. That was close, though. I mean, I understand why the Yankees are not challenging. I get it. I think it's too close to – it would be too close to overturn. But Jazz just got thrown out, and Dominguez fouls that pitch back. It's full count to Jason Dominguez. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2, and Dominguez strikes out looking 2 down. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe to the plate. Let's see if Volpe could keep this inning alive. First pitch, 1-0. The 1-0 that makes contact. It's 1-1. As Imanaga sets on the 1-1. The pitch. Pitch is just a little high. 2-1 now to Anthony Volpe. The 2-1. 3-1. The 3-1. And Volpe pops that up left side. And who makes the play? Ian Happ makes the play as Braun and Swanson both backed out. We thought that ball, at least I thought that ball was going to drop, but that is out number 3. But the Yankees are on the board on a solo home run by Giancarlo Stanton. It's a 1-1 game, folks. We're going to the top of the 3rd. We're in a commercial break. At least the Yankees tied it up, though. So, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Checking my messages here. But how we feeling, folks? How we feeling? We feeling good? What up? What's up, Ronald? DM says no way Volpe should be starting shortstop next year. I don't know, man. It's like I kept saying in the offseason. I think this season is a make or break year for Anthony Volpe. I've been saying it. What's up there, Marie Costello? What up? What's up? Joining us from Kick. What's going on? Well, we are back to the game here. Top of the 3rd, we'll begin. And first pitch to Kyle Tucker is ball 1. So Tucker walked in his first at bat. It is 1-0 to Kyle Tucker. We have a 1-1 game here in the top of the 3rd as the Yankees tied it up on a Giancarlo Stanton solo home run. And that is grounded right to Goldschmidt. He will take it himself, steps on the bag, 1 down. And that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki to the plate. What's up, Eric Wallace? What's going on, buddy? Suzuki 1 for 1 in today's game as he fouls off the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. As Warren sets here on the 1-1, the pitch is fouled back, 1-2. Will Warren still looking for his first strikeout of the game? Will he get it here? Here's the 1-2. Pitches inside, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Oh, just off the corner there. It is a full count now to Suzuki. And just misses on that pitch. Slightly off. Here's the 3-2. And there's a grounder fielded by Peraza. He throws to first, foul number 2. And that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong, who was 0 for 1 in today's game. So 2 down here in the top of the third. So Armstrong is 0 for 1. Warren sets. First pitch. And that is hit into center left field. And Dominguez runs it down, makes the play. A 1-2-3 inning for Will Warren, as that was an easy inning. And we're going to the bottom of the third. Yeah, he needed that inning very badly is right, dude. You are correct on that. But let's see if what the Yankees bats can do here in the bottom of the third. We have Wells, Peraza, Goldschmidt coming up. So your 8-9-1 batters. Let me go check Sko. I'm sorry, I was calling the game, bro. Let me see if I could find your question. Chat's on fire too. Oh, am I into WWE? I used to be. I used to watch it. I kind of keep up with it. I try to find out like the storylines and all that. I just don't watch it like I used to, dude. Yeah, just not my thing. I'm a big combat sports fan. I know it may not be, it's not WWE, but I'm like, I'm into boxing and mixed martial arts. Seth Rollins is injured from what? What's his injury? What's up, Jared? Jared's in the building. All right. We are back to the game, bottom of the third. Austin Wells will lead things off here for the Yankees. And the first pitch is fouled back, 0-1. So we got Wells, Peraza, Goldschmidt here in the bottom of the third. It is 0-1 to Austin Wells as Imanaga sets on the 0-1. And the pitch. Whoa, way inside. As Wells gets out of the way. It is 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1. And Wells pops that up to left field. And Happ makes the play. One down. That'll bring up Oswald Peraza. First pitch to Peraza. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Oswald Peraza. We are tied up at 1 apiece in the bottom of the third. As Imanaga sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch is foul back, 1-2. And Peraza calls time. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Oswald Peraza. Here's the 1-2. Ball's in the dirt, 2-2. Count is even. Here's the 2-2. Foul back. Still 2-2. The 2-2. And Peraza strikes out, swinging. 2 down. And we're back to the top of the lineup. Paul Goldschmidt will be coming to the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. Let's see what he does here in the second at-bat. So that is 4 strikeouts for Shotei Imanaga. Gave up the 1 run and has 1 walk. So let's see if Goldschmidt could keep this inning alive as he takes ball 1. The 1-0. 2-0. The 2-0. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Paul Goldschmidt. The 2-1. Fouled. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Goldschmidt gets a piece of that. Foul ball. Still 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the third, nobody on, 1-1 game. Goldschmidt trying to keep this inning alive. As Imanaga shaking off some pitches here from. Oh, what happened? Oh, pitch clock violation. So it's a full count now. Oh, it looks like Craig Counsell is arguing with the home plate umpire. Let's see if he gets thrown out. So pitch clock violations, 3 balls, 2 strikes. All right. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now on a pitch clock violation. As Imanaga sets here on the 3-2. The payoff. And Goldschmidt pops that up to center field. And Pete Crow Armstrong waves off Tucker, or Suzuki, should I say, to make the play. And that is out number 3. Yankees go down in order. Top of the 4th coming up. Still a 1-1 game. What up, Robert? Well, top of the 4th coming up. We are in a commercial break. I'll take a small break myself. I'll be right back, folks. We got Perky Sanderson in the building. What up? All right, we are back to the game. Carson Kelly will start things off here in the top of the 4th. He takes ball 1. Kelly grounded into a double play in his first at bat. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. The 2-1 is foul back. 2-2. And ball goes to the backstop. It's now full count to Carson Kelly. Three, 2, foul back. And there's a single there for Kelly to center field. So leadoff man is on here in the top of the 4th for the Cubs, and that'll bring up Ian Happ to the plate, who is 1-for-1. And first pitch to Ian Happ is ball one. Ian Happ 1-for-1. He singled in his first at bat. As Warren sets on the 1-0, the pitch is called strike, 1-1. So runner on first with nobody out. 1-1 game. Top of the fourth. As Kelly takes his lead at first. Warren steps off. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. Two balls, one strike here to Ian Happ. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Just misses. Full count to Ian Happ. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. As Happ fouls it off. It's still 3-2. Here's the 3-2, and it's a walk. So a single and a walk given up this inning so far by Will Warren. And that'll bring up Dansby Swanson to the plate. Looks like Warren is Austin Wells is talking with Warren right now. Probably just trying to settle him down as Aaron Boone is looking on. So there's nobody out here at the top of the fourth. We got runners on first and second. Dansby Swanson is at the plate. So Cubs looking to take the lead here in the top of the fourth. Will Warren right now at 55 pitches. Swanson's 0-for-1 in today's game. As Warren sets first pitch, ball one. One ball, no strikes here to Dansby Swanson as Warren sets here on the 1-0. The pitch is grounded foul, 1-1. Will Warren right now in a little bit of a jam here in the top of the fourth. He's been able to maintain in this game, although he's also been struggling just a little bit. And there's a play made there by Aaron Judge on a line drive. Great job to Aaron Judge for saving a potential hit. And it is one down. Judge got a good jump on that hit. So nice play there by the Yankee captain. One down, and that'll bring up Nico Hoerner to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So double play, once again, would be awesome to get out of this inning. Warren right now, 3 1/3. Gave up 5 hits, 1 run, has 2 walks, no strikeouts. As Hoerner takes strike 1. So Hoerner reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Avoided double play. As Warren sets on the 0-1, it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes now. To Warren, to Hoerner, can he get his first strikeout of the game? Will Warren. Oh, 2 to Hoerner. Runners on first and second with 1 out, 1-1 game. Warren sets on the 0-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Strikeout of the game for Will Warren. Big strikeout there with runners on. And that'll bring up Vidal Brujan to the plate. So 2 down now. Oh, 1 to Brujan. Here's the 0-1. That is upstairs, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Brujan. Warren would love to get out of this inning, not giving up a run. Cubs trying to take the lead here in the top of the 4th. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Brujan. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Furnace is saying he's glad Paulo Costa is fighting in the next card. He's actually one of my favorite fighters. Not sure how I feel about the Holloway fight. What do you think? I think Poirier beats Holloway, man. That's Poirier's retirement fight right there as Brujan pops it up. But it is, geez, Peraza, take it easy, buddy. I know you want to make that play. I love the hustle, but don't hurt yourself. It's 2-2. 2 outs. Runners. 1-1 game. Can Warren get another strikeout here? Can he get his second strikeout of the game? Here's the 2-2, full count. So the runners will go. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. They'll get a head start here. As Warren sets here on the 3-2. Payoff pitch. And there's a grounder hit to Jazz. Beautiful play. Makes the play to first base. And Warren gets himself out of a jam. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Bellinger, Judge, Stanton due up. And it's still a 1-1 game. Yeah, I gotta look at that card again for Holloway and Poirier, but I think Poirier's gonna win it. I think Poirier is gonna win that fight. That dude's a monster, bro. Poirier's such a gamer. He really is. Yeah, for sure, Welkin. Low strikes for Warren, but oh, Vittori. Yeah, I haven't heard that dude's name in a while. Yeah, Warren may not have Warren may at least he's keeping the team in the game still. Well, Will Warren. Yeah, defense is bailing him out, but he's getting the ground balls too. So defense has really been helping him. Yeah, for real, the bats have they gotta wake up. They gotta do some work here. Bellinger leads things off here in the bottom of the fourth. It's 0-1 to Cody Bellinger. Here's the 0-1. Pitches outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. 1-1 game here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the 1-1. Bellinger hits a fly ball to right field, but playable for Suzuki as he makes the play at the warning track. 1 down. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. So Judge struck out in his first at bat. Let's see how he does second time around as he takes strike one. Still a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the fourth as Imanaga sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Just misses 1-1 now to Aaron Judge. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. As Imanaga sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Struck him out looking. Judge thought it was a ball. So 5th strikeout for Imanaga. Yeah, just caught him right at the edge of the line with that splitter. That one kind of hurt. Whoa, big swing and a miss that from Giancarlo. What are you swinging at? So Giancarlo got the Yankees on the board. And it looks like Boone is barking at the home plate umpire there. As Imanaga sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. 1-1. Pitch is high. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Giancarlo Stanton. The 2-1. Swing and a miss by Stanton. It's 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2. Giancarlo Stanton hits that ball into left field, but it is foul. Man, he gave that one a ride. Oh, man. Here I thought I was getting excited for his second home run of the game. Woo! Still 2-2 as Imanaga sets the pitch. And Giancarlo Stanton strikes out looking. 6 strikeout for Imanaga. And we're going to the top of the 5th, top of the order coming up for the Cubs. Bush, Tucker, and Suzuki. That was, whoo, man. Still a 1-1 game, top of the 5th. Imanaga doing work here against the Yankees offense. It's possible, for sure, Susan. Big G has a funny swing and it works. Yeah, I mean, when that dude hits home runs, man, he hits home runs. Those are like just absolute bombs, dude. Absolute bombs. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna try and in fairness, did you see that knockout from Derek Lewis last night? That was disgusting. Derek Lewis is a beast. And I'm also looking at that fight card for Saturday. I'm not too excited for it, but Poirier Holloway should be a battle, bro. And Holloway always brings it. Yeah, go check it out, dude. That knockout was nasty. All right, we are back to the game. Top of the 5th is about to start. And first pitch to Bush is a swing and a miss. Bush is 1 for 2 with a solo home run. As Warren sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. And that is fielded by Volpe. Makes the play to first for out number 1. Great job to Anthony Volpe. Looked like Volpe hesitated a little bit, but then he still made the play, though. So nice play there by Volpe and gets Bush out, and that'll bring up Kyle Tucker to the plate. So Kyle Tucker at the plate, 0 for 1 with a walk. He takes ball 1 from Will Warren. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now. The 2-0. 3-0. The 3-0. Grounded foul, 3-1. So the Cubs have 1 run on 5 hits, and the Yankees only have the 1 run, 1 hit by Giancarlo. So bats have been quiet for the Yankees in this game. Cubs have left 5 men on base. They're 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Yankees haven't really had a whole lot of base runners on, clearly, with 1 run, 1 hit. That is called a strike. It's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Kyle Tucker. Warren sets the 3-2. Ball 4. A leadoff, or actually a walk to Kyle Tucker with 1 out. And that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki. First pitch to Suzuki is strike 1, 0-1. Can we get a double play here? Can we get a double play? It's 0-1 to Suzuki. He's 1 for 2 in today's game as Warren sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tucker takes his lead at first. The 1-1, 2-1. As Warren sets here on the 2-1. The pitch. Line drive right to Peraza as he makes the play. 2 down now here in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. All right, so we got 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate. First pitch, ball 1. And we have Ian Hamilton warming up in the bullpen for the New York Yankees. As Warren sets here on the 1-0. The pitch. It's a grounder to Jazz. Tosses it to second for the force out, and that is out number 3. And Jazz Dominguez Volpe will be due up. Can the Yankees get something going here? And we're in a commercial break. I did not start a Discord on my channel. Although maybe that's something I should do. I'm in a Discord group right now. Egyptian Magician says Volpe going to have a big second half. He's going to have some homemade chicken parm and Rajol. All right, can the Yankees bats get going here? All right, the name that Yankee, 1962 to 69 for the Yankees, 1970 for the Astros, 70 to 73 with the Cubs, 73 with the Braves, 258 batting average, 1,315 hits, 219 home runs. I couldn't tell you. Does anybody else know? But Jazz Chisholm Jr. is leading things off. It is 1-0 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Two and 0. Here's the 2-0. That is called a strike. The 2-1. That is popped up. Ian Happ running after it. Dansby Swanson calls off Braun as Swanson makes the play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Dominguez to the plate. Dominguez 0 for 1 in today's game. And first pitch, swing and a miss. Actually, you guys are going to laugh. I actually did create a Discord, but I totally forgot about it. But there's the link right there for anybody that wants to join. So it's all yours. So anybody wants to join the Discord group, go for it. Y'all could chat it up in there. As Dominguez pops it up to right field, Seiya Suzuki running in and makes the play. And I'll work on the Discord. I'll make some channels once I get time. I just haven't had a lot of time, folks, so I do apologize. I'm juggling so much right now. As Volpe takes strike 1, as you all could relate, I have a full-time job outside of here. I work full-time, and my hours can be a little wonky, and then there's other things I got to take care of outside of work and live streaming. It is 0-1 to Anthony Volpe. And the pitch, 1-1. Two and 1. The 2-1, it's a grounder hit to Braun, throws over to first, and that is out number 3 as Volpe grounds out. And we are going to the top of the 6th here, folks. Still a 1-1 game. Yankees bats have been cold. All right, all right. How we feeling, folks? How we feeling? I know it's still a 1-1 game. Yankees bats have been cold. They got to get something going here, but it's still a 1-1 game. Top of the 6th coming up. But the Discord link is in the chat. I'll post the link again for anybody that is interested. Robert says popcorn time. Himalayan salt, right? That's what we got. So there's the link again for the Discord for anybody that wants to join. And I'll make some channels so that way you all could chat in those channels. So all right, Warren's back on the mound, swing and a miss by Carson Kelly. He's 1 for 2 in today's game. Let me get this game cast back up. And Kelly pops it up. Judge is running after it, and that will be a foul ball as Judge cannot catch up. It is now 0-2 to Carson Kelly. And Ian Hamilton is warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. And here we have Carson Kelly. He's 1 for 2. Fouls off that pitch. It's still 0-2. Warren sets on the 0-2. The pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So All-Star Game starters, Tardik Skubal versus Paul Skeens. That should be a fun little matchup. I know it's the All-Star Game, but still. Here's the 1-2. And that is hit into left field. Dominguez running back. Cannot make the play. All bounces off the wall. And that is going to be a double here for Kelly as he gets things started here at the top of the 6th with a double. So Warren right now at 86 pitches. Does Boone come out and take him out of this game? Dominguez tried making a play for it, but out of reach. Let's see. Cubs are going to look to take the lead here with Ian Happ at the plate. He is 1 for 1. As he fouls off the first pitch. There's a grounder. Jazz fields it, throws it to first for 1 out. Kelly moves over to third. Yep, looks like that's going to do it for Will Warren. So 88 pitches. So Warren did everything he possibly can, honestly, to keep this team in the game. I know His final stat line is 5 1/3, which is what I predicted. Gave up 6 hits, only giving up the 1 run, though. He walked 3 batters. He struck out 1. I know 3 walks, 1 strikeout may not be great, but he's kept the team in the game, though, to be fair. But he is responsible for the runner on third. Ian Hamilton is coming into the game with 1 out. Dansby Swanson will be coming to the plate when we get back from commercial. So, yeah, for sure. For sure, in fairness. But yeah, feel free to share the Discord link with anybody that wants to join. I don't want like trolls or anything, so please be careful where you share it. But let me see if I could find that link again. I'm just scrolling up. But that's the link right there, people. For anybody that wants to join. I could post a link again, just let me know. All right, Ian Hamilton in the game. No earned runs in his last 14 of last 16 games. So 0 earned runs in 14 of last 16 games. So Hamilton's been looking a little bit better. All right, we have Dansby Swanson with a runner on third. Once again, Warren is responsible for the runner on base. Be amazing for the Yankees to not give up a run here. I don't know if looks like there's a timeout in the game. I don't know if there's a pitch comm issue or not. Looks like there's a pitch comm issue, so Hamilton having some issues. So Williams and Weaver should be available today. You might see Scott Efros, possibly Clayton Beater, Tim Hill. So those are guys that are available. And yeah, it looks like there's a pitch comm issue. They're making a change here. All right. Looks like we are good to go now. Infield is in. Hamilton sets here against Swanson. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Yeah, well, yeah, Hamilton looks like he could brawl, man, as he sets here on the 0-1. The pitch is hit into left field. Running back is Dominguez, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run given up by Ian Hamilton, and the Cubs take a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 6th. Not what we wanted to see. That is garbage. Now, on the first pitch, too. Yeah, good pitch for Swanson to hit, man. Just left it hanging there over the plate. And here we have Nico Horner at the plate. And there's a bunt by Horner, but it is foul. 0-1. Hamilton sets here on the 0-1. The pitch, 1-1. Now we have Tim Hill warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. As Hamilton sets on the 1-1. That is fouled, 1-2. Struck him out looking as Horner goes down. That is 2 down now. Yeah, I got him right on the line there. And that'll bring up Vidal Brujan to the plate. And first pitch fouled, 0-1. That is outside for ball 1. 1-1 now. The 1-1, 2-1. The 2-1. And there's a bunt, but foul. 2-2 now to Brujan. Let's play that 2 strikes. Balls 2 strikes. Cubs leading 3-1. The 2-2. Foul back. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That is out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 6th, but the Cubs do damage on a 2-run home run. They have a 3-1 lead right now, and we are in a commercial break. So the bats, once again, got to get something going. You got 8, 9, 1 batters coming up, Wells, Peraza, and Goldschmidt. Yeah, the bats have definitely gone cold tonight. Let's read you some messages here. Timed out, huh? It's all right. I'm okay with that. I mean, I know we could state our opinions, but sometimes it's just a little much. Sometimes too much is too much here, people. Just and Wells with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the sixth. We are back to the game. Exit velo off that one was 107.5. So Wells gets his first hit of the game. Matt Shaw is taking over third base for Bruhan. Shota Yamanaga is still in the game. Can the Yankees bats come alive here in the bottom of the sixth? That was the Yankees' second hit of the game. And that was from Austin Wells as Peraza pops it up on the first pitch in the infield. And Horner will make the play. And we are one down, and that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. It is 0-1 here to Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 2 in today's game. As Imanaga sets here against Goldschmidt. As Imanaga throws over to first to check on Wells. Brazier warming up in the bullpen for the Cubs. And ground ball hits a third. This could be a double play. There's one. There's two. An inning-ending double play. Unfreaking believable. Imanaga pitching a gem here against the Yankees. Well, there's my one double play prediction. And I said they would hit into one. And top of the seventh coming up. Oh, my God. Enough with the Goldie BS. Well, I don't sleep on the Red Sox ever, man. That's who we're talking about. The AL East may, there's a lot of talk about the AL East being weak this season, but the way I see it, the AL East is never weak. All right, top of the seventh will be coming up here. It looks like Ian Hamilton's back on the mound. Actually, Tim Hill is replacing Ian Hamilton. And here we have Tim Hill on the mound. He'll face Michael Bush. Will get things started here in the top of the seventh. The Cubs have a 3-1 lead. First pitch, strike one. So Bush, Tucker, Seiya Suzuki are due up in this inning. The 0-1. 0-2. Doesn't look like Bush liked that call. And Luke Weaver warming up in the bullpen right now for the Yankees. As Hill sets here on the 0-2. And the pitch. And he struck him out. One down. Nice pitch there by Tim Hill. And that'll bring up Kyle Tucker to the plate. First pitch. Grounded foul. It is 1-1 here to Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1 in today's game. And that is fouled. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Kyle Tucker. Tim Hill working quick here. The 1-2. Fouled away. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Struck him out looking. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Tim Hill. And just like that, we have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And now we have Seiya Suzuki, who's 1 for 3 in today's game. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That is called a strike. 1-1 now to Suzuki. The 1-1. 2-1. As Aaron Boone is looking on. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 on a foul tip. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Hill sets on the 2-2. The pitch. Foul the way. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Here's the 2-2. Pitch is low. Full count now to Suzuki. And Suzuki hits that ball into right field. Judge looking up, looking back, cannot make the play. Bounces off the wall. And Suzuki's in there with a 2-out double as he keeps the inning alive. And that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong to the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. All right, here we have Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch, inside, ball one. Up the middle, Volpe makes the play, throws to first, and he is safe. They throw home, and they score another run. Unfreaking believable. It's a 4-1 game now. Oh, my God. With 2 outs, the Cubs get another run here. Yeah, Volpe's throw was just off. Yeah, let's look at the replay here. Yeah, just off as Goldschmidt was forced to come off the bag, and Suzuki hustled around third to score. He was safe there, so that's going to do it for Tim Hill. And I'll probably make the call to Luke Weaver. So Kelly, Happ, and Swanson are due up. We're going to a commercial break here, folks. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Boy, the All-Star break couldn't come any sooner here, folks. Unbelievable. Believe me, folks, I know how frustrated you are. I'm frustrated, too. You know, calling these games, man. It's frustrating calling these types of games. Good old Volpe. And Furnace says, yeah, for real, man. Oh, my God. But once again, I do appreciate you all tuning in for the play-by-play. I know it's a hard game to watch right now. But I appreciate you all hanging in there with me. But make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out, whatever you want to know. I'd greatly appreciate it. Appreciate all the new subscribers. I feel you. Yeah, he should have made that play. That would have been out number 3, man. That would have been out number 3, but nope. But here we have Luke Weaver on the mound. He's taking over here in the top of the 7th. So runner on first with 2 outs. It's a 4-1 game. Yankees trailing by 3. And first pitch is a pop-up as Judge makes the play for out number 3, and we are going to the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, you're welcome, Desiree. Going to the bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch, folks. Get up, stretch, get some food, get a drink, get some snacks, come right back. I'll leave you all with some tunes. All right, enjoy the tunes, get your mind right, and we'll be right back. right, folks, we're back to the game, bottom of the seventh. Player of the week is Cody Bellinger. Last 6 games, 500 average as he's at the plate. Here's the 0-1, and it's a grounder hit to Horner. He tosses it to first for out number 1. Emanaga's still in the game, so 1 down, and that'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. Yankees are down 4-1. The bats have been extremely quiet yesterday and today. Do the Yankees have a rally in them? It's ball 1 to Aaron Judge. Judge is 0 for 2 in today's game. Pomeranz, left-handed pitcher, warming up in the bullpen for the Cubs. The 1-0. 2-0. Emananga sets on the 2-0. The pitch, 2-1. The 2-1. That is called a strike. It's 2-2. Looking at that replay, just got him on that line based on that replay. I thought it was inside, but as Emananga sets here on the 2-2 and the pitch. And there's a grounder to Swanson, fields it, throws to first, 2 down. And that'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton, who has the only run of the game for the Yankees on that solo home run against Emananga earlier in the game. Ball 1 to Giancarlo Stanton. Ace, listen, even with that 5-game winning streak, there was no doubt that this team still has work to do. They got holes to fill. There's no doubt about it. Yes, I got excited about the 5-game winning streak, but I sure as hell never was denying that this team needs help, regardless. But it's 3-0 here to Giancarlo Stanton with 2 outs. Can he keep this inning alive? That is called a strike. It's 3-1. The 3-1. And Giancarlo fouls it back. 3-2. Full count. And the payoff. And Giancarlo Stanton hits that ball deep into right field, but not deep enough as Suzuki makes the play for out number 3. 7 strong innings by Emananga. Yankees bats have gone cold. And top of the 8th coming up. But top of the 8th coming up here, folks. 4-1 game. Cubs are leading. Just trying to check something here real quick, folks. I just want to, because I know folks are saying to bring up George Lombard Jr. I mean, he's not going to get brought up yet. All right, Luke Weaver's back in the game. He'll be facing Ian Happ here in the top of the 8th. Cubs have a 4-1 lead. A big swing and a miss by Ian Happ. 0-1. And Ian Happ hits that ball into right field. And is that a fair ball? I could not tell. No, it is not. It is a foul ball. It is 0-2. All right, a nice little souvenir for the youngster. As Weaver sets here on the 0-2, the pitch. It's foul back, still 0-2. Yo 2. Inside, 1-2. And there's a ground to Volpe. He fields it, throws to first. 1 down. And that'll bring up Dansby Swanson, who hit that 2-run home run in his last at bat. Let's see what he does here against Luke Weaver. So 1 down here in the top of the 8th. Cubs are up 4-1. First pitch, strike 1. One and one here to Dansby Swanson. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the 8th, as Weaver sets on 1-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Dansby Swanson. As Weaver sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. That is grounded up the middle. Passes to diving Volpe. And it's a 1-out single for Swanson. He's 2 for 4 in today's game. And that'll bring up Nico Horner. Nico Horner's at the plate. He's 0 for 3 in today's game, and that is ball 1 to Nico Horner. 0 for 3 with a fielder's choice, struck out twice. Weaver sets on the 1-0. The pitch. Now back 1-1. As Weaver throws over to first to check on Swanson. And 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Horner as he fouls off that one. As Weaver sets on a 1-2. Here's the pitch. Right at Volpe as he makes the play for out number 2. And that'll bring up Matt Shaw to the plate. Matt Shaw took over the game at third base for Vidal Brujan. And that pitch is fouled back 0-1 to Matt Shaw. As Weaver sets on the 0-1. The pitch outside of 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Pitch is outside, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first, top of the 8th. 4-1 game. Cubs are leading as Weaver sets here on the 2-1. And the pitch is a grounder hit to Volpe and throws to second, and he got him out on the force out. Swanson is disagreeing here. He's asking the Cubs to check it out. Let's see if they challenge it. I'll be so upset if this game is still, or if this inning is still going. Yeah, he's safe. Oh my God. Yo, really? I mean, can this get any worse? Like, can we? Like, what the hell, man? Unfreaking believable. Like, yo, they're beating themselves here, man. They're beating themselves here. Yeah, he's safe. Clearly safe. I mean, they're going to overturn this. There's not even a debate here. Like, really. I don't know why you're going off the field there, dude. He's safe. Yeah. Well, inning is still alive. Yeah, like literally, the Yankees are just like beating themselves at this point. This is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. I'm sorry, but this is stupid. This is really stupid. They should have gotten out of this inning, but no. But no. And now we got Michael Busch at the plate. He's 1 for 4. It's an 0-1 count to him. But for no reason, this inning is still alive. And don't be surprised if it turns into some runs here. Swing and a miss, 0-2. All right. Well, let's play that 2-strike horn. The Yankees. Strike 3, struck him out looking. Thank God. And bottom of the 8th coming up. 5, 6, 7 batters coming up. Chisholm, Dominguez, Volpe. But we are in a commercial break. Oh man, this break needs to come like now. I know it's gonna happen. I know. I suppose. I mean, I guess I don't want to rush nobody, but yeah, I mean, is Lombard going to be a better option at this point? I mean, really, man. The Yankees. Look, during that 5-game winning streak, it was good to know that they were well and alive. It was great. But it's games like this, man, clearly we know the Yankees need some upgrades. The injuries aren't helping either. I mean, that's not helping this team. But there's still upgrades. They need to make some upgrades. I hope it's a good trade deadline because Yankees got some work to do, clearly, at the deadline. But yeah, it came off a Mets series loss. I get that, but still, they were also on a 6-game losing streak because they got swept in Toronto on that 4-game series, and then they lost 2 out of 3 against the Mets. I mean, they were on the verge of getting swept, right? They finally showed up in that final game of the series. And Jazz fouls off the first pitch. Pomeranz is in the game. Oh, cold Italian pizza. How you doing? How you doing? Well, like I said, it's games like this where it does show that the Yankees have clearly holes. I mean, they got holes on this team. As Chisholm Jr. fouls off that pitch, it's 0-2. I mean, clearly there are problems with this team. So they need some upgrades. They need some upgrades quick. Here's the 0-2. As Jazz gets a piece of that, it's a foul ball. But there is work that needs to be done. And Devin Williams warming up in the bullpen right now. Jazz calls time. Well, it's not just that, Welkin. Um, they're also not as good against good pit, like great against pitching of opposing teams. The pitching is also taking advantage. Good pitching, right? So, but they need some roster upgrades on this team. There's just no denying that. Um, it's just getting old right now. It really is with some of these guys. Looks like Boone is. I don't know if it's Boone barking at the umpire, but Jazz is also talking with the umpire. I mean, DFAing DJ was great and all, but shoot. I mean, I suppose it's a step in the right direction, but there's more to be. There's more that needs to be done as Jazz strikes out for out number one. More needs to be done with the roster. But DFAing DJ was I was honestly shocked. I was honestly shocked, but I thought maybe they would wait for next season. I mean, they did something that we didn't expect them to do. And here we have Dominguez at the plate. He's 0 for 2 in today's game. Yeah, they are in first for a reason. They're called Italian. It's 1-1 now to Dominguez. Here's the pitch. 2-1. Yeah, sometimes the Yankees are just beating themselves. Like they're their own worst enemy sometimes. The 2-1. And the ground ball hit to Horner, fields it, throws to first. 2 down. Yeah, the game has officially been just a little over 2 hours. Approaching about that 2 hour and 20-minute mark. And Anthony Volpe at the plate, 0 for 2 in today's game. First pitch, ball 1. Volpe fouls it back, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. The pitch is high, 2-1. Volpe hits that ball into center field and playable for Pete Crow Armstrong, out number 3. And the misery continues. And the top of the 9th is coming up. Huh. What else is new, right? So top of the 9th coming up. Tucker, Suzuki, and Crow Armstrong coming up. So other scores around Major League Baseball right now, the Red Sox beating the Rays 4-1. They are sneaking their way up in the division. Miami's beating Baltimore 5-0. Reds are beating the Rockies 4-2. Tigers beating the Mariners 4-3. Royals beating the Mets 2-0. Rangers beating the Astros 4-1. 1-1 game between the Twins and Pirates. 4-4 game between the Guardians and White Sox. 3-1 game between Brewers beating the Nationals 3-1. 1-1 game between the Cardinals and Braves. We got Dodgers, Giants about to start. Athletics, Blue Jays game about to start. Angels, Diamondbacks game about to start. We got several games. So Phillies and Padres game about to start. So Lots of games happening right now. Lots of games about to start right now. Yankees need some sort of miracle. Is it going to happen? Who knows? But I do appreciate you all tuning in through this miserable game so far. It is greatly appreciated. Once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Joe Pepitone was named that Yankee, for anybody that was wondering. He's a Brooklyn boy. All right, we're back to the game. Devin Williams is on the mound. He's facing Kyle Tucker. Strike one to Tucker. So Williams has showed great improvement compared to the beginning of the season. ERA right now at 4.72. It is 0-2 now to Kyle Tucker. He's got a couple of walks in today's game, too. It is 1-2 now to Kyle Tucker. Williams sets on the 1-2. The pitch. And he struck him out looking. Nice pitch there by Devin Williams. One down. And that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki to the plate. Seiya Suzuki 2 for 4 in today's game. First pitch, strike one. And Palencia warming up in the bullpen for the Cubs. He'll probably come in to try and close out this game. Yankees will have one last chance. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Let's play that two-strike horn. The 0-2. Outside, 1-2. As Hamilton sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a foul tip. Back-to-back strikeouts for Devin Williams. And that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong with 2 outs. Yeah, Rob, I'm going to have to take a nap after this game. As Williams sets here against Pete Crow Armstrong, it is 1-0. Pete Crow Armstrong 1 for 4 in today's game. One and one here to Pete. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And Jeff Williams. The 1-2. And that is popped up to right field. Judge is right there to make the play. And the Yankees have one last chance here in the bottom of the ninth. It's a 4-1 game. Wells, Peraza, Goldschmidt. It is up to these guys to try and make something happen. And commercial break. Oh, man. Well, one last chance for the Yankees. Do the Yankees have a fight in them? Do they have anything in them? So we'll find out soon enough. But how are we feeling, folks? I know a lot of us are probably not happy, which I understand. I'm definitely not happy with this game. But bottom of the ninth coming up. Appreciate you all hanging in there with me. I know it's been tough, but make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. But bottom of the ninth is about to begin. Yankees have one last chance to at least try and tie this game up. Well, umpires are having a meeting on the mound about what I don't know. That was interesting. But Daniel Palencia will try and close this game out for the Cubs. It'll be Palencia versus Austin Wells. First pitch, 100-mile-per-hour fastball, ball one. So Palencia throws some heaters, man. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now. Yeah, Yankees offense cold. Only scoring one run on 2 hits. So Yankees bats have been absolute garbage in this game as Wells fouls that pitch back. It's 2-1. Got to give a little bit of kudos to Will Warren. I mean, he did everything he can to keep this team in the game. The bullpen just couldn't hold it down. There was just some, misplays by the Yankees defense. Just nothing went right for this team this afternoon. As Palencia sets on the 2-1. Here's the pitch. That is foul, 2-2. This guy throwing 100-mile-per-hour fastballs. Yeah, for sure, Desiree. Thank you. The count to Wells is 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And Wells pops that up to left field. Is it playable for Ian Happ? Oh, that'll be a souvenir. Still 2-2 to Austin Wells. As Palencia sets. Long set. The 2-2. And Wells hits it up the middle right to Swanson. As he fills it, throws to first, one down. And that'll bring up Oswald Peraza. Actually, no, it's going to bring up Ben Rice. Ben Rice is going to pinch hit for Peraza. So here's Ben Rice pinch hitting. Let's see what he can do as he takes ball one. Yeah, 102 miles per hour. It's insane, man. This guy throws straight fire. As Palencia sets on the 1-0, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. As Palencia sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Another swing and a miss. That was a slider. Was that his first slider throwing? Looked like he was throwing all fastballs for the most part. It is now 1-2 to Ben Rice. As Palencia sets here on the 1-2. Another long set here by Palencia. Taking a sweet time. Here's the 1-2. Did he go? Yes, he did, they said. Rice strikes out. 2 down. It is all up to Paul Goldschmidt now to keep this game alive. You missed nothing there, Petruzzi. You missed absolutely nothing. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, you missed absolutely nothing. It's just been, you just missed a garbage game. And Goldschmidt takes strike one. Oh, 0-2. Goldschmidt down to his last strike. He's 0 for 3 in today's game. Cody Bellinger waiting on deck. The 0-2 is high. 1-2. As Palencia sets on the 1-2. Here's the pitch, and Goldschmidt hits that to right field, playable for Suzuki, and the game is over. The Yankees lose, and they end with a loss before the All-Star break. They just lost a series to the Cubs. A very disappointing game. Shota Imanaga gets the win today. He's now 6-3. Warren is now 6-5. Palencia gets his 12th save of the game. So piss poor performance by the Yankees today. So that definitely deserves some boos for sure. Definitely. What a crappy game. Yeah, that's what I think. But yeah, oh my God, I'm so happy the All-Star break is here. But man, this is yeah, that was bad. But Shota Imanaga, man, he showed up. He showed up. He shut down the Yankees offense. You know, it's funny. I really wanted that guy for the Yankees. I wanted the Yankees to sign him, and I remember talking about that when he was a free agent. I remember a lot of fans were just like, "No way!" But you know, I actually wanted that guy. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But game is done. It's over. Nothing to really talk about. Yankees only getting 2 hits today on 1 run. Like I said, pretty piss poor performance. I am so happy that the All-Star break is here. It's nice. It'll be a nice little break for me from calling play-by-plays and some of the pre-games. But we'll get back into the swing of things when the season resumes. But I don't know if I will be live in between now and Thursday. I will go live on Thursday though. I am going to be live on Thursday with Jason Custodio, Jason from 161, Ace, Max, and TC Steels. That'll be at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna grade the New York Yankees. We're going to grade the players. We're going to grade Aaron Boone, James Rowson, the hitting coach, and the pitching coach, Matt Blake. So, yeah, I think we all need a break from baseball. So I will be live on Thursday. We'll see if I go live in between now and Thursday. So just all, make sure you all hit the notification bell so you don't miss if I am going live. But, tonight's loss was a tough one. Actually, it was worse than yesterday, if you ask me. But that's just, that's my thought at least. But the Yankees lose. They lose a series, and now we head into the All-Star break. But it's clear as day. The Yankees need a lot of work to do. There is some work to do, and hopefully they come out on Friday swinging. So they're going to play against the Braves. They'll be traveling to Atlanta. I'm not doing the All-Star game. I'm not doing the home run derby, but I might go live in between now and Thursday. But again, we'll see. We'll see. Just keep that notification bell on. But folks in the chat, I am going to shut down the live stream here. Thank you all very much again for tuning in. Thank you all for the continued support for the channel. It does mean the world to me. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate. Thank you all to new subscribers. You're welcome there, Welkin. And let me put the Discord link out there one more time. So for anybody that is interested, should join my Discord. You all can just go in there, chat it up amongst each other. Just be respectful, please. I don't want to kick anybody out. Just be respectful to one another. That's all I ask for. But yeah, let me see. Let me post that link one more time to the Discord. What up, Sco? All right, you're welcome, Desiree. Thank you for tuning in, as always. But let me post that link if I'm able to. Here we go. All right, there's the link right there again, folks. So for anybody that is interested, go ahead and hit that link. You could join my Discord. Let's grow that community out. I think that'll be a lot of fun. But thank you all again. I'm kind of a football guy, man. I don't watch football like I used to. I'm a Giants fan, but they suck. But that's not the reason why I don't watch it. It's just football to me. It's gotten boring for me. I'm baseball. I do like basketball. Football, I'll tune in. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely a bigger combat sports fan. I love my combat sports. You're a Jets fan for sure, man. But thank you all again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. Go outside, get some air, take a nap, do what you got to do. Enjoy, have fun. And as always, let's go Yankees, and I'll see you all next time.